Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The bold and the beautiful writers have done the impossible. Has Sheila Carter Kimberlin Brown actually gotten her redemption on the CBS soap? After decades of being one of daytime TV's biggest villains, and with over a dozen murders under her belt, viewers never thought that they would see the day that Sheila was finally the good guy. Did Luna Nozoa Lisa Yamada actually give her grandmother a gift that money can't buy when she went on her shooting spree? Keep reading to find out. Here's what's happening next week on Bold and Beautiful. Sheila Carter has been trying desperately to be a part of her son, Dr. John Finnegan's Tanner Novlin life. The former villain has turned over a new leaf and been on her best behavior at Il Giardino. But Steffi Forrester Jacqueline McInnes Wood refused to see her progress and give her husband Finn a chance to get to know his birth mom. Can Steffi really keep Finn from interacting with Sheila Carter after she saved her life and her son Hayes' life? Sheila had been trying to warn Finn and Steffi that Luna was going to strike for days, and everyone blew her off. When she realized what her granddaughter was up to, Sheila raced to the rescue and even took a bullet in the foot when she was trying to save her daughter-in-law. After how unforgiving Queen Steffi has been, Sheila could have just walked away and let Luna do her thing. Not only did Sheila save her life, she took a bullet for Steffi too. All Sheila has wanted on B&B was a chance to be a mother and a grandmother and get to know Finn and Hayes. Thanks to Luna giving her a chance to play the hero, it looks like her wishes will finally come true. For decades, Sheila Carter was synonymous with chaos, destruction, and heartbreak. She manipulated, lied, kidnapped, and even killed, all in her obsessive pursuit of love and family. Fans and characters alike learned to flinch at her name. But what if, after all the tears and torment, Sheila Carter finally found something she's never truly had? A happy ending. The sun-bathed Los Angeles in golden light as a soft breeze carried the scent of ocean air through the Forrester estate gardens. For once, there was no screaming, no sirens, no scheming, just peace. At the center of this serenity stood Sheila Carter, dressed in an elegant champagne-colored gown, her once wild hair tamed into soft curls. A single white rose rested in her hand. Her eyes, often wide with madness, now shimmered with something foreign. Contentment. It had been a long road to this moment. After decades of exile, jail time, fake deaths, betrayals, and enemies around every corner, Sheila did something no one expected. She gave up. Following her final release from prison, Sheila shocked everyone by moving out of the city and cutting all ties. She vanished into the hills of Topanga Canyon, where she started volunteering at a wildlife sanctuary. The animals didn't judge her. The wolves didn't flinch. The owls didn't call her a monster. They accepted her for what she was, a broken creature seeking redemption. Back in LA, no one believed she could stay gone. But the months stretched into years, and Sheila stayed silent. Until one day, she reappeared, but not to cause trouble. She returned for love. Enter Dr. Marcus Ashford, a quiet, brilliant psychiatrist who once consulted for Forrester Creations on workplace wellness. He met Sheila while working with rehabilitation programs for former felons. Unlike everyone else, Marcus didn't look at her as a criminal caricature. He saw the wounded woman beneath the infamy, a woman whose psyche had been shattered and patched up with the wrong tools. They started as patient and doctor, but it grew into more. Slowly, cautiously, he earned her trust. He listened to her stories of trauma, abuse, abandonment, and obsession. And for the first time, Sheila didn't twist her past into excuses. She owned it. Marcus challenged her, comforted her, and ultimately helped her understand something powerful. That true love isn't about control. It's about letting go. Their love story bloomed quietly, away from the flash of Beverly Hills. Marcus proposed under a starlit sky, with a ring made of silver etched with wolves, symbolizing transformation and loyalty. Sheila said yes through tears. Sheila's return to the Forrester orbit was met with suspicion and rage. Steffi Forrester threatened to have her arrested for stepping foot near her family. Ridge immediately called Carter to file restraining orders. But it was Finn who stepped in, his voice calm but firm. "She's different," he told Steffi. "I'm not asking you to trust her. I'm asking you to give her a chance to prove she's changed." Reluctantly and under strict supervision, Sheila was allowed small, supervised visits with her son and grandson. It wasn't smooth. There were tears, screaming matches, and moments when Sheila nearly walked away, thinking she'd never be accepted. But each time, Marcus reminded her of the path she chose, one of patience, not force. Her turning point came when she saved Kelly from drowning during a beach incident. Without thinking, Sheila leapt into the ocean and pulled the little girl to safety, risking her own life. That act, spontaneous, selfless, and brave, was the first crack in the wall Steffi built around her heart. "Maybe, just maybe," Steffi said one day to Finn, "the monster we knew is finally gone." Word spread that Sheila Carter was getting married. Brooke called it the end of days. Eric refused to even discuss it. But to everyone's shock, Hope reached out to Sheila. She invited her for tea, alone. "I know what it's like to want forgiveness," Hope said gently. "To want a second chance with your family. I don't know if you deserve it, Sheila, but I see that you're trying." It was Hope who convinced Brooke to attend the wedding. And slowly, the guest list grew. Ridge and Taylor came, reluctantly. Even Lee made an appearance, out of respect for Finn's healing. There were still glares and whispers, but there was also something new. Grace. The wedding was held at a garden overlooking the Pacific. Marcus stood tall and proud beside Sheila. When she walked down the aisle, it wasn't to haunting music or dramatic flair. It was to a soft piano piece she composed herself. Her vows were honest. She admitted her past, her pain, and her hope. For the first time, she asked for nothing but the chance to continue becoming someone better. When they kissed, the crowd clapped. And it wasn't out of obligation. It was real. Of course, no soap story is truly over. Sheila's past would never fully vanish. There would always be skeptics. There would always be risks. But for once, the villain didn't return to blow up a wedding, steal a baby, or fake a death. Instead, Sheila chose to open a wellness retreat with Marcus, focused on helping other former inmates transition back into society. She continued to build a cautious relationship with Finn, and even shared a quiet moment with Hayes, teaching him to paint wildlife. There were tears, setbacks, days when her fingers itched to take control again. But each time, she turned to her new life and remembered that peace, however fragile, was worth fighting for. 1 year later, the camera pans over the California coast. A picnic blanket is spread out under a tree. Marcus reads a book while Sheila feeds strawberries to a giggling Hayes. Finn and Steffi sit nearby, guarded but calm. The sun begins to set, painting the sky with amber and rose. Sheila leans back, watching her family. A small smile tugs at her lips. Not one of victory, but of quiet triumph. In a voiceover, we hear her final words. "They called me a monster, a villain. Maybe I was. But monsters don't change. I did. And this time, I'm not looking back." Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.